And I've got a little dating tip for you. Hey, Andrew, what was my teaser? How did I want to make sure I couch this right. And yesterday, my teaser that ran all day long, hey, listen to the MJ Morning Show tomorrow at 7:45, and I'm going to tell you about dating. And I think I said I had some great dating tips, right? Do you have here? Roll the promo. Here it goes. When it comes to dating tips, where do you go? Of course, me, MJ. How'd you like to be more attractive to your date? We'll tell you about it. 7:45 tomorrow morning, MJ Morning Show on Q105. All right, so it's 7:50. I'm running a few minutes late. That's because Fester, screwed us all up with the chip dip.
I didn't know the history of pop chips. My apologies.
Popcorners.
Oh, God. Yes, you're right.
All right. Dating. You want to have a more successful date? Of course, you come to me for all of the dating tips here. This is psychological, man. This is science.
I like this stuff.
Why do you like this stuff?
Not because I'm dating.
Are you dating? Is something Doug needs to know?
No, I like, psychological tricks and body language and stuff like that.
There are psychological tricks that will make you more attractive to your date. So this is really the premise. How would you like to appear more attractive to your date? And a psychological expert reveals these tips on how to, they say, win over any potential date. And the two biggest things are, you're on a date, you want to make a good impression, you want to win them over. Number one is breathe slowly. Are you chortling over there?
Yeah, it's a chortle. Yeah, it's a deep breathing chortle.
Breathe slowly.
That's very odd.
I don't know if I've ever paid attention to a date's breathing, unless it's more of a subliminal thing that maybe you don't look at it overtly, but maybe it's sort of under the radar, and it psychologically it sends a message. So if you want to be attractive to a date, the next time you're on a date, breathe slowly.
What about how attractive are you if you grab a brown paper bag and breathe into it?
Oh, like hyperventilate on your date?
Depends what part of the night it is.
Yeah, I think, you go out on a date, you're at a restaurant, you whip out a brown paper lunch sack, and you start huffing like spray paint fumes out of the bag. I don't know.
Seriously, the last time I can think of myself as breathing slowly, I do try to breathe slowly when I'm trying to put Daviana down for her nap. If I'm going to lie with her, I slow my breathing down as slow as I can possibly breathe, and then she eventually falls asleep.
That's about as far away an answer from the dating life.
No, it is.
I thought you were going to say that you put her in the car seat in the car and drive her around Westchase.
I do that all the time, too.
Are you serious?
Oh, my.
Yes. You do that trick. We never did that.
I do it. I have to with her.
Really?
Mm-hmm. She fights me on naps.
But and after you've had a bottle of wine, you're driving around?
Not at night. Not at night, but for nap time. But my point is, what are you going to do? Breathe slowly and put your date to sleep? How is that sexy?
You just don't want to be, I guess, hyperventilating or having heavy breathing.
Well, also breathing more slowly calms your nerves. You're not going to be over anxious. You're going to just be more relaxed.
And the science or the psychology behind that is breathe slowly at a very, very steady pace, because that exudes confidence. So that's the psychology. Breathe calmly and slowly on your date, and that just sends a confident message. You've heard the deal that guys might not be the most attractive, but if they carry themselves, and guys that maybe are not going to be on the cover of GQ, and they're not like a 9 or a 10, that guys that are not as attractive as some other guys, that if you carry yourself in a very confident fashion, that a lot of times that compensates and will help you overcome if you don't have model looks.
Tell me about it. And then you pull off a couple of good jokes. Works every time.
Some slow breath and some good jokes. Mm-hmm.
Breathe right, carry yourself, and pull off a couple of jokes, ugly guys.
All right, so breathe slowly, and you'll be more attractive. And what else was there? Was one other thing. Breathe slowly, and
I hope there's something else besides breathing. My hot tip: breathe.
I have this second
Don't be
thing.
a corpse.
Okay, I hope I'm waiting for it.
Be alive.
The second thing is bring popcorners to your date.
And know when
No.
the hell they came into existence.
No, the second thing is talk less. Breathe slowly and talk less.
Wow, that sounds like an exciting date.
And, well, that's
Ooh.
what. Talk less, but talk with efficiency, maybe, or make sure what you're talking about counts, and don't have all kinds of because we've all been on dates. It's been a long time for me, but we've all been on dates where things are not clicking, and you're just talking, you're just rambling. There's no meaningful discussion going on. It's like you're just talking to fill time. It's kind of like most of this radio show.
God, that sounds familiar.
That describes
6 to 10 every morning, right here.
Yeah, you've just described the second half of
Yeah.
November in my marriage. You
So
kidding me?
yeah. So does this make us a bad date show? No. So when you you slow breathe and you talk less,
Yeah.
but I do think that women, when they're out on a date with a guy and the guy is listening to them and not saying as much and doesn't need to hear himself talk, then the woman's like, oh, he's listening to me. Oh, he's really into me. So I can see where that would be a problem.